Wrapped in a red cloak, he descended from the sky. He is immortal. He cannot be killed. He can raise iron fortresses out of thin air that can withstand any attack. By merging with atoms, he can transform his weapons into any form whenever he wishes. This cloak makes him invincible, but he paid the price by making a deal with a demon from hell. In exchange for these powers, he was destined to lead the army of hell against heaven. A soldier named Simmons appears at the very beginning of the story, and from the first moment, it's clear that something is terribly wrong. He storms into an airport control room and brutally kills everyone inside without hesitation. Taking control of a rocket launcher system, he begins targeting people as they step off an airplane, eliminating them one by one with cold precision. Down below, a man silently witnesses the entire horrifying event, unable to intervene. It is soon revealed that Simmons is working for a powerful man named Wynn. Elsewhere, Wynn is seen in a secret meeting with a strange clown, but this is no ordinary clown. This being is actually a demon sent directly from hell, tasked with spreading chaos and evil across the world by manipulating those who are already corrupt at heart. Its mission is to expand the devil's influence on Earth. The clown questions Wynn about the biochemical weapons it had ordered him to create. Wynn responds that he needs more time. The clown agrees, but with a condition. He wants Simmons to be involved in its plans moving forward. The next day, Simmons visits Wynn along with his close friend and co-worker. To Wynn's surprise, Simmons announces that he wants to quit. Wynn calmly accepts but insists that Simmons complete one final mission before leaving. He assigns him to sabotage a biochemical plant located at a remote site, claiming that the substances being produced there are illegal and dangerous. Simmons agrees, unaware of the deeper conspiracy. When Simmons arrives at the location, he quickly notices that bombs have already been planted on the biochemical containers. Before he can react, Wynn appears and reveals the truth. This isn't a sabotage mission, but an experiment. They are testing the true power and spread of a deadly virus. Horrified, Simmons refuses to let innocent people become victims of this madness. He points his gun at Wynn, determined to stop him. But before he can act, Wynn's partner shoots Simmons in the leg, disabling him. Fuel is poured over his body, and without a second thought, they set him on fire and walk away. A massive explosion follows, consuming everything in its path. Somehow, Simmons regains consciousness, but now he finds himself inside a church. His body is horribly burned, barely recognizable. Standing before him is the same terrifying clown, but as Simmons fully wakes up, the clown suddenly disappears. Confused and in pain, Simmons steps outside, where he encounters a strange man among a group of homeless people. The man tells him that this place is a refuge where people like them can survive. Ignoring him, Simmons walks away, trying to make sense of everything. His memory is fragmented. He believes the explosion was recent, unaware of the truth. He has been dead for 5 years. After his death, the devil sent him back to Earth as a hellspawn, a demon with a purpose, but stripped of his memories of the deal he made. Simmons returns to his home, only to find a birthday celebration taking place. As he watches from a distance, his heart breaks. His wife has moved on and married his best friend. Their young daughter notices him hiding nearby and innocently offers him a piece of candy. His wife, however, is terrified by his appearance, and his former friend angrily orders him to leave. In his disfigured state, no one recognizes who he truly is. Meanwhile, the clown entertains the children at the party, blending in as if nothing is wrong. Later, the clown brings Simmons back to the church. Simmons is overwhelmed with pain, his entire body burning from within. Desperate, he begs to be taken to a hospital. That's when the clown finally reveals the truth. Simmons has been dead for 5 years. The clown explains that before dying, Simmons made a deal with the devil in hell. In exchange for returning to Earth, he agreed to lead the devil's army. Now, he must fulfill that role if he ever wants to see his wife again. The clown manipulates his emotions, telling him that his wife has forgotten him and that his best friend betrayed him by marrying her. It convinces Simmons that Wynn is responsible for everything and must be eliminated. If he succeeds, the clown promises to grant him anything he desires, even his wife. Still unsure, Simmons is taken to a graveyard. The clown forces him to dig a grave, and there he discovers something shocking, his own grave. Inside, he finds a locket containing a photo of himself with his wife. The realization hits him hard and he becomes emotional. The clown mocks his pain, enjoying his suffering. Enraged, Simmons tries to attack the clown but finds himself too weak to even move. Suddenly, spikes burst out from his body, and a mysterious armor begins to form around him, covering him completely. As the transformation completes, the clown reveals his true identity. Simmons is now Spawn, the chosen leader of the devil's army. Simmons places the locket against his chest, and the armor reacts, absorbing it into his form. The clown orders him to begin his mission immediately. If he refuses, not only will he be destroyed, but all demons will be wiped out as well. With no choice left, Simmons prepares to hunt down Wynn. As he leaves, the mysterious man from earlier appears again, trying to stop him. He reveals that he is also a spawn, over 500 years old, warning Simmons about the path he is choosing. But Simmons, blinded by anger and confusion, ignores him once more. Determined to complete his mission, Simmons infiltrates an army facility, stealing weapons and killing anyone who stands in his way. At the same time, Wynn confidently reveals his master plan to his associates. He has created a vaccine alongside the deadly virus. Once the virus is released across the world, only those who obey him will receive the cure, giving him absolute control over humanity. Wynn's true ambition is to rule the entire Earth, and everything he has been doing is part of that grand, terrifying plan. Simmons' former friend meets Wynn and tries to reason with him, but Wynn coldly warns that his wife and daughter's lives are in danger. He makes it clear that he intends to run the agency entirely on his own terms, no matter the cost. Both of them later arrive at a party trying to maintain appearances. In the middle of the event, Simmons' friend receives shocking news. Advanced weapons have been stolen from a military facility. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, he immediately leaves with Wynn to investigate. At that very moment, Simmons makes his dramatic entrance. He crashes through the glass ceiling and lands in front of Wynn, filled with rage. Grabbing his former friend, he demands to know why he betrayed him. His friend, shaken but honest, replies that after Simmons' death, his wife was left completely alone, and he stepped in to support her. Hearing this, Simmons loosens his grip and lets him go, but his anger toward Wynn remains. He prepares to kill him. Before he can act, Wynn's partner, positioned on an upper floor, opens fire. A bullet strikes Simmons, but something unnatural happens. The wound heals instantly, shocking everyone present. In a flash, Simmons reaches the shooter. She tries to finish him, but the skull embedded in his armor shifts and protects him from her attack. Without hesitation, Simmons kills her. The clown appears beside the lifeless body, applauding Simmons' brutality and urging him to kill Wynn next. But before anything further can happen, police forces arrive and begin firing at Simmons. As he falls from a window during the chaos, chains burst out from his armor, catching him midair and saving him from crashing. His arm transforms into a powerful claw-like structure, allowing him to scale the building with ease. Using his powers, Simmons blends into the surroundings, becoming nearly invisible to the police. However, a falling rock gives away his position, and officers begin firing wildly at him. Under heavy attack, Simmons loses balance and falls, but instead of hitting the ground, his powers activate again, allowing him to fly back toward the church. Meanwhile, the clown reveals a crucial secret to Wynn. If he wants protection from Simmons, he must implant a device directly into his heart. This device is connected to a biochemical virus bomb. If Wynn's heart stops beating even for a second, the bomb will detonate, spreading the deadly virus across the world. The devil summons the clown back to hell and orders him to carry out the mission quickly and efficiently. The clown, proud of his long service and high rank, argues that he should be the one leading the devil's army instead of Simmons. However, the devil firmly denies this. He declares that Simmons will kill Wynn, while the virus will destroy humanity, ensuring the success of his plan. Following this, Wynn surgically implants the device into his own heart, securing his twisted plan. Back at the church, the clown confronts Simmons again. By now, Simmons has learned about the deception and the plan to use him as the leader of Hell's army. Refusing to be controlled, he declares that he will never serve the devil's army. Enraged, the clown reveals his true form, a monstrous demon known as the Violator, one of the devil's most powerful and loyal servants. Simmons fires relentlessly at the creature, but the attacks are useless. The Violator effortlessly overpowers him, grabbing him with one hand. Suddenly, spikes erupt from Simmons' body, forcing the demon to release him. Simmons falls onto iron rods, which pierce through his body, intensifying his pain. The clown transforms again and threatens him. If he refuses to obey, his wife will be killed. After the demon leaves, the mysterious older spawn rescues Simmons. As Simmons struggles to fight back, he tries to grab his gun, but the older spawn stops him, explaining that ordinary weapons are useless in this battle. He urges Simmons to abandon his revenge and choose a righteous path. He teaches him how to properly use his armor and powers, guiding him toward becoming something greater than a servant of hell. Taking his advice to heart, Simmons leaves his weapons behind and heads toward his wife's house. On the way, the clown attacks him using a speeding truck. Simmons reacts quickly, transforming his bike into a powerful form that protects him from the clown's attacks. The clown spills oil on the road, causing Simmons to lose control and crash. As the truck speeds toward him, Simmons uses his powers to create a barrier, causing the truck to explode upon impact. At the same time, Simmons' former friend uncovers the full truth about Wynn's evil plan. But before he can act, Wynn captures him along with Simmons' wife and daughter, holding them hostage. Soon after, the clown arrives, and then Simmons follows. Inside the house, Simmons finds his wife tied up. Wynn mercilessly stabs her, pushing Simmons into uncontrollable rage. Simmons hurls Wynn aside, smashing through a door and discovering his daughter and friend also bound inside. Consumed by anger, he is about to kill Wynn, but Wynn stops him with a chilling warning. If he dies, the virus device connected to his heart will activate, killing countless innocent people, including Simmons' daughter. Thinking quickly, Simmons uses his powers to rip the device out of Wynn's chest. He destroys it, neutralizing the threat, but spares Wynn's life. Just as things seem to settle, Simmons' wife suddenly attacks him with a knife. But something feels wrong. This is not his wife. It is the clown in disguise. The demon reveals itself and drags Simmons' real wife into a fire. Another battle begins as the older Spawn joins Simmons. The clown retreats into the flames, revealing that the fire is actually a gateway to hell. Without hesitation, Simmons and the older Spawn follow him into the inferno, ready to face the devil and his army. In hell, the clown nearly kills the older Spawn, but Simmons intervenes, using his chains to capture the demon. Pulling himself closer, Simmons drives a spike through the clown's throat. Though it doesn't die completely, it vanishes from sight. Moments later, the devil and its massive army appear. Simmons fights fiercely, destroying several demons with his newfound strength and determination. After the battle, Simmons returns to Earth along with the older Spawn. As they sit together, the clown suddenly reappears from behind, attempting one last attack. But Simmons reacts instantly, summoning spikes from his armor and slashing the clown's throat with his chains. This time, the demon is completely defeated and dragged back into hell. With the immediate threat gone, Simmons' friend exposes Wynn's crimes to the world through the internet, leading to his arrest. Simmons quietly gives his locket to his daughter, a final emotional connection to his past life. In the end, Simmons returns to the church, no longer driven by revenge or manipulation. He makes a new decision: to protect Earth and stand on the side of humanity. His journey, once rooted in anger and betrayal, transforms into a mission of redemption and purpose.